Are you going through a difficult situation? Or is there a time where you feel you're depressed and you're going through all these emotional things that are happening through your mind? Or are you going through a prolonged sickness that you have suffered for a very long time and you feel you are hopeless? You feel there is no cure to that sickness? Or are you going through a financial crisis, a financial issue? Well, the word that I have for you right now is refuse to lose. If you can only refuse to lose, if you can only say to yourself, I refuse to lose, I refuse to give up, I refuse to give into this sickness, this decision, this thing, these things that have caused me worry and depression, I refuse to give into them, you will succeed, you will win. Well, a story is told of a young man. His name is David. When David was about to face Goliath, many people tried to put him down. As a matter of fact, David was a very small young boy. He was small in size, and the things that he had, even the weapons that were tried to place on him, were very heavy for him. He could not carry the weapons. But one thing that I love about David is that he refused to lose. He refused to give in. He stood on his feet. And when he faced Goliath on that battleground, he won him with only one stone. He was able to slay the giant that was mocking him. There are things that are around you. There are things that you are facing that seem to be big, that seems to be gigantic in size. But if you can be able to see what you are facing, you realize that which you have been running from, that which you have been worried about, is something that is very small. The thing that you are facing is very small. If you can refuse to lose, if you can refuse to give in into the words that are being spoken to you, into the things that are surrounding you, it is not about what is around you, but it's about what is within you, because there is power within you. And if you can use that power well, you will be able to conquer your enemy. Another story in the scripture is told of the Israelites in the book of Numbers, as they were going to spy the land that Moses had sent them to. This is their report. This is what they said. They said, "There we saw the giants, the descendants of Anak. We were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight." So there are things that you are seeing, but it is about how you see the things. What is it that you look at? How do you look at yourself? Because if you look at yourself as someone who's very small, you will be very small. But if you look at yourself as someone who's big, as someone who can go further, as someone who can win this race, who can win the battle, then you will win the battle. Do not lose. Refuse to lose. Whether it is a sickness that doctors told you about, remember, the doctor's report is not the final word. He does not have a final say over your life. God has a final say over your life. You can refuse to speak, to allow the words that have been spoken to you right now. Refuse to lose. Do not give in to the words that are being spoken to you. Do not give in to what is around you. The things may come. Persecution will come. Loss will come. But if you can stand and walk, you will conquer this race. Refuse to lose. It is high time that you pick up yourself. It is high time that you quit crying. It is high time that you put your eyes onto the one that is ahead of you. It is high time that you look at your goals. It is high time that you set priorities. It is high time that you stand. If you can fight back, then you will win. As long as you breathe, you still have hope. As long as you are still speaking, as long as you are still doing things, you still have hope to win this battle. Do not give up. Refuse to lose. In the scripture, a story is told about a man who was called Jacob. Now, Jacob wrestled with an angel. And what is interesting that Jacob wrestled with an angel for a very long time, that he did not give up. This is what Jacob said. He said that I will not leave you until I get my blessing. For all of us, we all know the story that at the end of it, the Jacob that we all know was later on called Israel. It's because he never gave up. You are so close. There is an Israel in you. There is greatness in you. But if you give up, you will not achieve it. There are things that are waiting for you, but only if you refuse to lose. I'm speaking to someone who has been going through afflictions, who has been going through pain. Do not give in to the pain that is around you. Refuse to lose.